Welcome to the Cenario podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Feeling like you're juggling maybe a bit too much lately. That constant low-level hum of stress, making it hard to focus or, sleep. You're definitely not alone there. We've all been there, I think. Today on the Deep Dive, we're unpacking a really fascinating topic that's it's gaining some serious attention for its potential to bring some much-needed calm and focus back into our lives. We're talking about ashwagandha.
Exactly. Yeah, we've really immersed ourselves in the latest research on this ancient herb. And it's pretty remarkable, actually, to see how its traditional uses are being, validated by modern science. Our goal today is basically to distill what the evidence truly tells us about ashwagandha, especially its impact on managing stress and, promoting overall well-being.
Absolutely. And this isn't just like the latest wellness fad, is it? Ashwagandha, also known as Withania somnifera. That's the one.
Right, it's the one.
It's been a cornerstone of Ayurvedic medicine for, over 3,000 years?
Yeah, over 3 millennia. It's even called the king of herbs sometimes for its broad spectrum of benefits.
King of herbs, okay.
And it belongs to this really interesting group of plants called adaptogens. You can think of them as nature's way of helping your body cope better with stress, whether that's physical stress from a workout or emotional pressure from work or even, environmental stuff. We mainly focus on the roots of the plant, although the berries are sometimes used too.
Right. And traditionally, it was used more for boosting energy, balancing vitality, supporting the immune system, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
But today, we're really honing in on the science behind its stress-reducing side.
Okay, so let's unpack this. What's the biggest standout feature of ashwagandha?
Oh, undeniably, its ability to modulate stress and ease anxiety. And this isn't just folklore. There are numerous clinical studies now that have specifically looked at its effects on cortisol, the body's main stress hormone.
Cortisol. Yeah, and we all know what happens when that stuff hangs around at high levels for too long. It kind of kicks off this whole chain reaction of not so great effects, right? Anxiety, irritability, sleep just goes out the window.
Maybe unwanted weight gain, especially around the middle, feeling totally exhausted, maybe heading towards burnout, and even our immune system could take a hit. It's quite the package deal.
Precisely. And this is where ashwagandha really seems to offer significant support. The research indicates it can genuinely help bring those cortisol levels back towards a healthier baseline. One compelling example from the sources we looked at was a randomized controlled trial. Participants took 300 milligrams of ashwagandha extract twice daily.
Okay.
And they showed a really notable reduction in cortisol, somewhere between 27 and 44% compared to the placebo group. That's a pretty substantial shift.
That is significant. Wow. So it's not just about directly lowering the stress hormone itself. How else does it help calm us down?
Yeah, that's a key point. Ashwagandha seems to have this sort of soothing effect on the nervous system. It appears to influence what's known as GABA-like activity in the brain.
GABA, right.
Yeah, GABA is a neurotransmitter, and it plays a crucial role in reducing nerve excitability. It essentially promotes a state of calm and focused relaxation rather than that tense, kind of on-edge feeling.
So it's like it helps dial down the internal noise, maybe?
Yeah.
But without making you feel totally spaced out or groggy.
That's a really good way to think about it, yeah. And what's truly interesting, I think, is that people often report feeling, a greater sense of emotional equilibrium, resilience, too. They seem better able to just navigate daily challenges without feeling so overwhelmed.
Which makes total sense. Because if your stress response isn't constantly firing on all cylinders,
right,
you're not stuck in that fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
That frees up mental energy for other things. Plus, I noticed some research that's suggesting it can help with sleep quality. That's often the first casualty of stress, isn't it?
Exactly. Lowering cortisol often translates directly to fewer nighttime disruptions and just more restful sleep overall. Ashwagandha has this natural calming effect that can help shorten sleep latency.
Sleep latency. So the time it takes to actually fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly that. And it can enhance the overall quality of your sleep, too.
Okay, so if you find yourself just staring at the ceiling, mind racing, this could be something worth looking into. What's a typical dosage people might consider if they're looking to improve their sleep?
Well, the sources we reviewed suggest that around 600 milligrams might be a beneficial dose, both for promoting better sleep and also for that feeling of being more alert when you wake up.
Okay, 600 milligrams for sleep. Got it. So It's clearly a powerful tool for managing stress and improving sleep, but it seems like the benefits don't stop there. It touches on cognitive function too. This is where it gets really intriguing for me.
It really does. Now, research in some of these cognitive areas is still, emerging, but there's definitely promising evidence indicating that ashwagandha can enhance memory, improve our ability to pay attention, and maybe even speed up how we process information.
So it's not just about feeling less stressed out. It might actually make our thinking a bit sharper.
That's the potential, yeah. Some studies have shown improvements in what we call executive functions.
Okay, like planning and organizing.
Exactly. Those higher level thinking skills that help us plan, organize, make decisions, and also gains in general focus and reaction times. This was seen in adults who took ashwagandha supplements consistently over several weeks.
That's really encouraging news.
Yeah.
Especially for anyone feeling mentally foggy or just, drowning in information overload these days. What kind of dosage is generally recommended for these cognitive benefits?
The research seems to point towards a daily range of about 300 to 500 milligrams,
Yeah.
specifically to support memory and focus.
Okay, 300 to 500 for cognition. Now, this next area was a bit surprising to me, actually. I saw that ashwagandha might also offer benefits for physical performance and muscle recovery. I wouldn't have automatically made that connection.
It is an interesting link, isn't it? And it's definitely getting attention, particularly in the athletic community. Several studies suggest that regular ashwagandha supplementation can lead to improvements in VO2 max.
VO2 max. That's like how efficiently your body uses oxygen during exercise, right?
Precisely. And also increases in muscle strength and overall endurance.
That's fascinating. And our source material mentioned a specific study, Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, I think.
Yes, that's the one.
What were the key findings there?
Well, that particular study found that healthy men who took ashwagandha for 8 weeks, they experienced significantly greater gains in both muscle mass and strength compared to a control group who just got a placebo.
Wow. So it's not just about feeling less stressed while you're working out. It might actually contribute to, tangible physical improvements. What's the suggested dosage for people looking for those kinds of benefits? Strength and recovery.
For enhancing strength and helping with recovery, the research generally suggests a dosage range of about 500 to 600 milligrams.
Okay. Right. So we've covered stress, sleep, mental clarity, even muscle benefits. But the list seems to keep going. Potential effects on hormones and blood sugar.
Yes, this is another area where ashwagandha shows considerable promise. It appears to have the potential to help regulate blood sugar levels, and it might even offer some support for thyroid function, particularly in individuals with, say, mild underactive thyroid.
That's really interesting. So just to be clear, it's not a replacement for prescribed thyroid medication or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely not. That's a crucial distinction. It's about potential support. And anyone with a thyroid condition should definitely talk to their healthcare provider first.
Right.
But the potential for hormone balance also seems to extend to women, especially during times of hormonal shifts like perimenopause or periods of really high stress.
That could be a potentially significant benefit for a lot of people. What's the general dosage recommendation if someone's looking at it for supporting healthy blood sugar levels?
The research we looked at suggests a range of maybe 250 to 500 milligrams for that specific purpose.
Okay. And finally, it sounds like ashwagandha might even offer a bit of support for our immune systems, too.
Yes, it appears to have what we call mild immunomodulatory effects.
Immunomodulatory. Okay. What does that mean exactly?
It essentially means it helps your immune system stay balanced. So not overreacting, but also not underreacting. This could be particularly beneficial for people whose immune systems might be a bit compromised, maybe due to chronic stress or just being overworked.
So it's not like a huge immune booster, but more of a gentle regulator, helping things stay in equilibrium.
Exactly. That aligns really well with its whole adaptogenic nature.
Okay, so we've talked about quite a range of dosages for different things. How does someone figure out what might be right for them?
Yeah, that's a really vital question, isn't it? The key thing is that individual needs can vary quite a bit, and it's always prudent to start with a lower dose. See how your body responds first.
Makes sense.
Our sources did provide those specific ranges based on the intended benefit. So just to quickly recap, for stress and anxiety, it's generally around 225 to 600 milligrams. For sleep, it was about 600 milligrams. Cognitive function, 300 to 500 milligrams. Muscle strength and recovery, 500 to 600. And for that blood sugar support, 250 to 500 milligrams.
Right. And consistency seems really important too, doesn't it? Taking it here and there probably won't cut it.
Absolutely. For the best results, consistent daily intake is generally recommended, ideally, around the same time each day. It can usually be taken with or without food, just depending on your individual tolerance, how your stomach feels. And it's available in different forms too, capsules, powders, tinctures, so you can pick what works best for you.
Okay. Now, while ashwagandha sounds incredibly promising, and it does, it's important we remember it's not a magic bullet, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about safety and any precautions people should be aware of.
Certainly. Yeah, while it is generally well tolerated at those recommended dosages, there are specific groups who really need to exercise caution. So individuals who are pregnant or breastfeeding, definitely. Also those with autoimmune conditions. And anyone currently taking medications for things like thyroid issues, blood sugar management, or blood pressure, they should absolutely consult with their doctor before even thinking about starting ashwagandha.
That's such critical advice. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it won't interact with other things.
Precisely. It could interact with certain medications, or it might affect pre-existing health conditions. So getting that personalized guidance from a healthcare professional is always the safest way to go.
What about potential side effects? Is there anything people should be mindful of?
Well, side effects are generally uncommon, especially at the recommended doses. But some people might experience mild issues, particularly when they first start taking it. These could include things like mild digestive upset, maybe some nausea, drowsiness or sedation, maybe some changes in bowel habits, or even a headache. But these effects are often temporary. They tend to go away as the body adjusts.
Okay. And what about using it long term? Is ashwagandha generally considered safe for, say, months or years?
That's a good question. Most of the current research focuses on short-term use, generally up to about 3 months, which seems to be safe for most people. Long-term studies are still somewhat limited, unfortunately. Because of this, it's often suggested that people consider taking breaks maybe every few months or cycling their use, and ideally doing that in consultation with a healthcare professional who knows their situation.
Right. It really just highlights how important it is to be informed and really pay attention to how your own body responds to it. Now, our source material also briefly touched on how some companies are now incorporating ashwagandha into their supplement products.
Yes, and that makes sense, right? Given its well-supported benefits for stress adaptation and balance, it's logical to see it as a key ingredient in various formulations aimed at helping the body cope. The reputable companies tend to emphasize using research-backed dosages and, importantly, responsibly sourced ingredients.
And it seems some even provide tools, like quizzes or guides, to help people make informed choices, find products that might suit their specific needs.
Exactly. It's really about empowering individuals to find a product and a dosage that aligns with their own unique wellness goals and objectives.
Okay, finally, the sources included some frequently asked questions, which I think are super helpful for anyone thinking about trying ashwagandha. What were some of the key takeaways from those FAQs?
Yeah, some of the main points were that ashwagandha is primarily sought after for, number one, stress reduction, then sleep enhancement and focus support. Though some users also report benefits for things like energy levels, mood, and maybe even hormonal balance. A key thing is timing. It typically takes around 2 to 4 weeks of consistent daily use to really start noticing the effects.
Okay, so patience is needed.
Definitely. And yes, it can generally be taken daily as long as you stick to the recommended dosage. And again, consult your doctor if you're taking any other medications.
And for those specifically wondering about its effects on anxiety.
The FAQs pretty much reinforce what we discussed, that ashwagandha may help alleviate anxiety, likely by modulating those stress hormones like cortisol. And regarding the best time to take it, morning might be preferable if your main goal is managing daytime stress or enhancing focus, whereas taking it in the evening might be more suitable if you're primarily looking to improve your sleep. Some people actually find splitting the dose, say, half in the morning, half in the evening, works best for them.
That's some really practical guidance there. It sounds like if you're interested in digging even deeper after this, there are plenty of additional resources out there, informative blogs, other podcasts that explore stress, sleep, health in more detail.
Absolutely. Yeah, this deep dive is intended as a comprehensive overview based on what we found. But there's always more to explore if you're motivated to really optimize your health and well-being.
So to kind of wrap it all up, it seems pretty clear that ashwagandha is more than just an ancient remedy, right? It's really backed by a growing body of modern scientific research, especially in its ability to help us navigate the stresses of modern life, maybe improve our sleep patterns, and even sharpen our mental focus.
That's right. I think the core benefits we've discussed today. its impact on reducing cortisol, improving sleep quality, enhancing cognitive function, supporting physical performance, and its potential influence on hormone balance and immune function. It all makes it a truly compelling natural option for many people to consider.
Yeah, it really sounds like for those of us feeling that constant pressure of daily life, maybe experiencing symptoms of burnout, or just looking for a natural way to enhance mental clarity and build a bit more resilience, ashwagandha could be a genuinely valuable tool to explore.
Indeed. It seems to offer a natural and potentially quite effective strategy for navigating the demands of our, let's face it, pretty fast-paced world.
So as you, the listener, consider all of this information we've shared today, maybe take a moment to reflect on your own daily experiences. Given the potential benefits of ashwagandha for stress management and overall well-being, what specific aspects of your routine might you consider adjusting or perhaps exploring further based on our discussion? It really is all about discovering what resonates best with your individual needs and your health goals.
Thanks for tuning in to the Cenario podcast. Don't forget to visit Cenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.